How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Matt. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Normally you would see us out wrenching on something in the garage. If that kind of thing interests you, definitely consider subscribing below. Today we have something a bit different planned, so let's get into this. So if you're like me, I love vintage video games. I ended up growing up in the 90s, so I was in the perfect era where video games really started to take off. So I just ended up getting a retro game system in the mail today, and I'm really excited about it. Had to make a video of the unboxing, and we're gonna try this thing out too. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, we're gonna get this thing unboxed and see what we got here. So this is exactly how I received the package in the mail. I wanted to do a genuine unboxing here. So inside we should have a Retrobox Mark II classic gaming system. I believe there are two different versions of this system, and they can both be purchased online from pexelstore.com. We'll leave a link for their website below. Alright guys, this is getting exciting. So look at this packaging. It looks so vintage, I love that. And if you flip it over, you can see underneath here you have the authenticity seal, and it hasn't been broken, so that's how you know that it's a legitimate product. So let's open this thing up and see what's inside. So like I said before, there's two versions of this console available. There's the Mark I, which retails for $139.99. I believe it has 9,600 games on it, and it also comes with two wired controllers. Now this one that I got is the Mark II, which retails for $199.99, and it actually has 9,800 games on it, so that's 200 more than the Mark I. It has two wireless controllers, which is very nice. I'd much rather have wireless controllers than the wired controllers, because then you can kind of sit comfortably on the couch while you play. Also, the console itself is supposed to come in an aluminum casing, whereas I believe the Mark I is just in a plastic case, and then the Mark II also has a cooling fan on it. So to me that seems like a very sturdy product, something that they put together very well. But we're going to get everything unboxed here real soon, and we'll see how everything looks. I'm really curious to see what this console is going to look like, and see how they actually fit it inside here. So here we got our classic Super NES controllers. They are wireless, and they feel pretty good. Next we have the AC adapter, so one end will plug into the console, the other end plugs into the wall. And this tiny box should be the console, so let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. I'm excited to see this thing for real. It's got quite a bit of weight to it, so you can feel how solid it is. And look at that, it has a security seal on it as well, so you know it hasn't been opened. So that's a nice feature. This should be the HDMI cable, so that's nice that it comes with its own cable as well. So this is literally plug and play, you don't have to buy anything extra for this, so I like that. And these should be the charging cables, as well as the inputs for the console and wireless controllers. And that also comes with a quick setup guide as well, so that's nice. Alright guys, so we got everything unboxed. I'm super stoked about it. Everything looks great. It was packaged beautifully. The next step now is to choose which one of the four stickers that it came with do we want to put on the console. So it comes with these four stickers to choose from, and they just go on top of the console here, so you can pick whichever one you want. I, for one, am really digging this one, so I think I'm going to slap that one on top of it. Once we get that put on, we're going to hook this up to the TV and see how this thing works. Alright guys, so I got my AC power here, which is already plugged into the wall, and my HDMI cable here, which I've plugged into the back of the TV. And then here I have the Retrobox with the inputs in the back. So I'm just gonna plug that in. And then you can see on the front side here, we have 4 inputs for USB. So this does support 4 controllers, so you can play 4-player games. So yeah, let's plug this in and we'll turn it on and see what happens. The console also came with these grip stickers, which is kind of a nice feature because it's such a small thing, and because the cords can have some flex to them, they can move the system around a bit. So it is nice to have that grip, and it'll just keep it solid in place. So yeah, now that we've got it all hooked up, the way to turn it on is there's actually a clicker button here on the back of the AC power. You click that once and it should turn it on. So let's give this thing a try. All right guys, so I got the TV on and it's on the right setting. So now I'm going to try turning on the console and see if it actually does something. Well, that's cool. It's doing something. All right, now to pair the controller, I need to hold the start, select, and up buttons at the same time. So now you can see there's a red light flashing on the controller. That means it's in pairing mode. Next step is to plug the USB adapter into the system. All right, now that the light has become solid, that means it is paired. So let's try it out. It seems to be working. All right, now we can kind of scroll through and find which game system we want. I was one of those weird kids that grew up with a PlayStation, so that's kind of what I'm looking at here. All right, so now we have a list of all the games available for the PlayStation, and one of my favorites as a kid was Driver, You Are the Wheelman. So I am going to give this one a try. Oh yeah, this takes me back. Classic. Alright, so we're past the opening scene and the first loading screen. So this is the first screen that we come to. And of course I'm going to do training, because I don't remember how to play this. It has been a long time. Alright, so this is the opening sequence. I've watched it. Now let's try it. Now keep in mind I'm playing a PlayStation game on a Super NES controller, so we'll see how this works. How do we do a burnout again? I wasn't paying attention. There we go, burnout. Circle is the burnout button. All right, we figured that out. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Don't you you hit something and the guy's like, hey man, watch your paint. Wow! Yeah, there it is. Hey man, watch the paint. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, my brother's gonna be stoked about this. We spent hours on this game when we were kids. Oh, that was awesome. Alright, I'm not that good, obviously, but I just wanted to try it out and see if it actually worked. Alright guys, so I was just playing the game, and I came across an old glitch. I know it looks bad right now, but this is actually part of the original game. When you drive through one of the buildings in a specific spot, you'll actually go right through the wall and inside. So I just wanted to test it out, so I spent some time trying to find it. And I actually found it, and it still works. So this is basically an exact copy of the original game. So yeah, everything's working as it should, so that is awesome. I'm stoked that I was able to find the glitch again. It's been so many years since I played it, and yeah, it's still there. Alright guys, well there you have it. The Retrobox is legit. I'll admit I was a little skeptical at first because the fact that you can fit 9,800 games and something like that, and everything works flawlessly. I don't know, I was a bit skeptical, but everything seems to be working. I played it for about an hour now, just going through some of the different games, trying out different systems just to see how every emulator was working, and it seemed to work really good. So we'll see how it is long term, but it does have saving features, which works nicely. So every game you play, you'll start off right where you left off. So that's a nice feature that saving actually does work. I know on some of these systems it doesn't work quite as well as it should, but every time I restarted the game I would start off in the same spot, so that was good. And the wireless controllers work very well too, so I do have some extra wireless controllers, so in some games we'll be able to do 4-player, just like the old days, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are interested in the game list, I know they have that available on their website too. So I think the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 both have separate lists. So there is a link for that I will drop in the description below. So check that out if you're interested to know what games are on it. So that's gonna about wrap this video up for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely smash that like button if you did. Drop us a comment below, let us know what you think. And like I said before, definitely consider subscribing to our channel. We have a great fan base already, but we'd love to keep growing. We got lots of content that we put out about building cars and stuff, so definitely check that out. And we will see you guys on the next one.